Greetings, welcome. Today I am doing a saxophone troubleshoot. I play tenor sax, or I should say I used to play tenor sax, played in high school, and then didn't do much in college, wasn't able to get into the jazz band in college. I was the third tenor sax, and they only had room for two, but blah, blah, blah. But I haven't played much in the last 20 years-ish. But I have played clarinet some in that time, because I started in clarinet in 4th grade, and then dabbled on oboe and English horn before picking up tenor sax. In between 9th and 10th grade, I picked up tenor sax. But the band teacher, as great as she was, didn't teach me the embouchure changes that I needed to learn. And so as I've picked back up the sax a couple years ago, I've struggled greatly to get it to sound properly. I even bought a new metal mouthpiece, hoping that would be better than the cheap, crappy plastic one that came with it. But that didn't make any difference, so I figured that it's something wrong with my mouth. I've watched a lot of saxophone players, and they all seem to have a very loose mouth. And being a clarinetist, that's a tight mouth is required. And so trying to relearn that and learn everything, trying to get the sax to sound right and to be able to play all the notes correctly, to have that classic sax sound that everybody loves, it is a struggle. It has been a struggle, so I am trying to figure out how to get it right. I've watched a whole bunch of videos before coming out to this middle of nowhere location. Unfortunately, I just had some people come up to visit, swing by, so this got delayed about half hour from my energy that I did have when I was going to start recording this, but we're trying to get back into it. I'm forcing myself to it. So we're going to start off going through some of the reed tips that I've seen on other videos, and then get to the mouthpiece, and then to the whole sax and addressing neck straps issues, because that could be an issue also for me. Yeah. So, firstly, when I had a reed soaking in water, which ended up being longer soaking than I intended it to be, because other people showed up and they wanted to talk. So, but I've got the reed that Van Doren 2.5 hardness reed that has been soaking in water for longer than I intended. I grew up soaking it in my mouth, always holding the reed in my mouth for 5, as I'm putting together the clarinet, oboes, or saxophone. But the roof of my mouth is bumpy, it's not flat, so the reed always comes out wavy, and I assume that's going to cause some problems with the sound, or with the quality. But yeah, so the next thing after, soaking the reed in a cup of water with as flat of an edge as possible is the tip that I learned on several YouTube channels, several YouTube videos, professional saxophonists. Yeah, so that's step number 1, and probably not as long as I had that soaking in for half an hour, but that gets water through it. I don't remember all the details. It's been 20 days since I've watched those tutorial videos. As out here, there is no internet, so I have to drive 7 miles, a whole gallon of gas in my RV to get to where there is cell service, and so I don't do it often. Yeah. Okay, so next step is to kind of sand the reed. So it's rubbing it on a piece of paper is what I saw doing, but I probably want it a little bit drier. So it's rubbing it, try to smooth it out. And you don't want gritty sandpaper because you don't want to roughen up the reed. You just want to smoothen it. And as I said, to do it both hands, both ways, so it evens out. You want to do both sides evenly. And I probably should have counted the number of times doing that. But and you can even see, I don't know if the wide angle, I'm on the fisheye right now. When I get to the embouchure stuff, I'll switch to another lens, but I wanted to be able to show this stuff down here first. But there's little hairs and stuff you can see around the edge now from just that little bit of sanding. And it might be getting off some mold because, well, this reed is not exactly young. That's what I should do. Does that work? Yeah, that worked. To put the reed back into the water to clean it off. So that's what we'll do. And I probably need something else to wipe this with, and then very carefully on the other side of it, on the beveled side. Again, I don't know how much of that's paper residue also coming up. Don't know if you can hear background music, but there is some background music of some Tenor Sax AI metal. AI Tenor Sax metal, sax and brass metal band. That's probably too quiet for you to hear. But, so that's reed care. I guess that is better. Just that little bit. Hopefully that is enough. Maybe it's not. If I need to do more, leave comments down below. Tell me what other tips I need to do, what I need to change, what I'm doing wrong, that kind of stuff. So, we'll start on my new mouthpiece, and actually let's go ahead and switch lenses for this part of it. So, be right back. Okay. So here we can show a little bit clearer. So here is my new mouthpiece. It's a number 7. I don't remember the brand. I got it on Amazon. It was fairly cheap. It was not a $200 mouthpiece. It was like a $40 mouthpiece. Maybe a little more than that. But so that's to say what that. Let's see if I can get this to focus on that, so you can see the bevel inside. I don't know how much that's really going to get, but that is this number 7 mouthpiece. I don't know what metal it is specifically, but okay. So one of the things with clarinet was specifically the reed. Well, actually, I guess I heard some say you should be able to see a little bit of the mouthpiece above or a little bit of the reed above. So that's first question that I didn't see any YouTube videos discussing. It's how far up the reed goes. Do I have it like that, or do I have it? Okay, I think that. Can it focus that closely? I don't know. So I have a little bit of the reed above, slightly, or do I have it a little bit below? That's my first real question. Or does it go perfectly even? We're gonna go with perfectly even for now. That's what we're gonna try to do. And we get the strap screwed down nice and tight. So the next thing to make sure that I have a proper seal. See if I can do that. I haven't gotten this successful yet. The palm of your hand there. Hey! Hey, I got it. There's a pop. Something like that. Okay, so I think that's our start point. We've had a pop on the sound, but so there's the clarinet. I should have brought out my clarinet, but unfortunately the corks on that are busted right now, so I can't put that together. I need to replace my joint corks on my clarinet. But okay, so clarinet, keep tight and it's down. The lower lip curled over the bottom teeth. Saxophone is apparently not supposed to be like that. So it's... I don't know how that's supposed to get sound out. Well, I ain't getting anything right now. So let's try putting it all together. Let's put the protective cap on for now so I don't mess up that reed while I'm assembling this. Because we want to do this all right, correctly. Get out the... let's pull that a little wider. Okay. Cork grease. Don't forget your cork grease so you don't break your corks while assembling, because that sucks. Especially if you bust a cork right before a concert. That, yeah. Shoe fly. That really sucked. Okay, so put that, well, I should maybe assemble the rest of the sax first. Get everything else. But we're going to go with the old neck strap for now. The original crappy neck strap that came with the sax rather than the shoulder straps, which I really rather struggle with. I need to figure out how to do that correctly. Oops. Oh, don't forget, gotta grease the brass piece too. So that slides in nicely. Grease all joints. Wipe them off on your pants, of course, because that's totally the best thing to do. Okay. Now, get this thing on here. I'm not sure where my tune point is. We're just gonna jam this on here. I think there was something on that distance that I saw in a video. I don't remember what that was. If you know what that rule or something is, write it in the comments down below. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's see if I can do this. Okay, I'm trying always to close down on the mouth. I just automatically squeeze. Just trying to figure out how to do loosely. And it's still biting. In order to get sound, any sound, I'm having to go tight. How do I get it to vibrate without biting? That's that's lip on my teeth biting. Is this not tight enough? Let's try tightening this up a bit more. I'm still centered. Almost. They're getting a little better on the grip. Yeah, I can't get the notes out with a loose grip. Why can I not get notes out with a loose grip? But I'm still having to bite. I don't understand why. Because everything that I'm looking at is loose jaw, or that you're not biting, not clamping on the reed, but I can't get it to do anything without doing so. Let's try a different angle here. I have to bite. So what am I doing incorrectly? Is that, hopefully that's light enough. Let me bring it up a little bit more. I know I'm overexposed and stuff right now. And I won't be able to do much editing on this video because my laptop's power cord just died. And the battery died a while ago. Oops, lens cap is not on the back of that lens. So, what am I doing wrong? If I try to sustain a note and loosen up the jaw as I'm sustaining it, maybe try to find where it's supposed to be. Let's lock that down a little better. The other thing is clarinet. You squeeze your lips in, squeeze your cheeks, and keep your cheeks deflated with the clarinet. With the saxophone, it's almost as bad as a trumpet or other brass, where you puffed out your cheeks. At least that's what I see. So I don't know how right that is, or if I'm interpreting that wrong, if I'm seeing that wrong, but it's not the tight lips that or tight cheeks that clarinet is supposed to be. Hey. Oy, oy, oy. That's definitely why I don't want anybody else being around as I'm doing this, because they don't want to hear me squeaking. But I think I'm going to pull the neck down a little bit more, pull it out. Because you always see the marching bands where they're holding the sax out. Oh gosh, can't even. How is that? Ugh. And they're straight out. I was never able to hold it straight out in marching band like they do in the big parades. I can't, too narrow to see that right now, but is that wide enough? Yeah, they're like pulling it straight out. Yeah, I don't know. I've also, in some of the recent tutorial videos I was watching, I commented about the holding it out, having the sax out at a straight angle rather than the clarinet's low angle. And somebody replied on that, or I think even the YouTuber, shoot, I don't remember the names of those guys, but Better Sax. I think Better Sax is the one, something like that. And he said it's not quite so necessary to be straight out, or you can even dip the neck a little bit. But we're trying, and just have to have the mouthpiece at the right angle too, and keep my head swiveled correctly. Let's try putting it between my legs instead of off to the side. And adjust the angle again. Flies everywhere. Okay, back to the sides. Now, other thing is thumb. My thumb is not as strong as it used to be. Ow. Yeah, I'm probably doing something wrong with how much my thumb hurts already from just this amount of playing. And, I don't know if I can raise up my thumb pad, but I think if I raise my thumb pad to where I would be comfortable, it'll be over the keyhole here. Which key is that? This lower this back here. So I think I want the thumb support up here. If you can see that. Or instead down here. But if it's up here, then it's potentially blocking. Oh, and the camera battery is about to die. So I'm gonna, well, maybe that was enough for you to figure out what's wrong with my embouchure. I'm gonna keep playing, keep messing around, and if I get better, get good enough, I'll switch some batteries. Well, I'll do that anyways, but maybe I'll record some more later. In the meantime, thanks for watching this troubleshoot video. Hopefully I've helped you. Hopefully you can help me. Ideally, I need some help. I need to get better at this because I've created a whole bunch of AI music and I want to be able to play it. It's awesome stuff. Check my AI music channel, WRD space AI. No dashes. Yeah, no dashes. But WRD word AI. Word A. Anyways, if you want to hear some of my sax music, I don't have most of the good fun stuff uploaded yet. There's some the stuff that I do have does have sax in it, and some of it, but it's not the key or not the special band that I'm creating yet. Eventually I'll get that. I'm working on that once I get my computer functioning again. 'Cause that sucks, having just lost my laptop. No longer being able to power it at all. I plug it in and the light goes off. Anyways, thank you for sticking around. Like, comment, and subscribe for potentially more sax videos and more RV stuff, and photography things. And find my AI music but AI channel, gaming channel, reading channel, reaction channel, and this is of course the Shake, Rattle, and Roll channel related to photography and RVing and my seizures, and occasionally some sax, clarinet, well, eventually some clarinet, but iwi. I have a cheap electronic wind instrument from Timu. That's pretty fun to play. I jam on that often. I miss having my Akai iwi 5000. That I need to replace somehow, but gotta cut this video off before the battery dies. So like, comment, and subscribe. Catch you on the flip side. May the chaos of your existence be beneficial.